I guess we'll see if this works. It's Friday the 13th at 12:15 p.m. I never promised that this was going to be the perfect vlog or the perfect story. It's been a rough week. No solace was taken in the moment I spent last night with an old friend and two new ones when we sat down at a table to discuss, let's call it an artistic project, because it is theater, no matter what you call it, it's theater, and we all looked so war-torn, and so haggard, and so defeated, and this group of people has sort of become the one escape I have left. And most of them don't know me well at all, which has its moments of spectacle and wonder and wonderfulness, and then it really has these moments that are hard, because it makes me realize nobody sees behind the mask, ever. People get peaks. I guess this is a peak, but more sunlight. But it's not the whole story. I think I keep fighting to be able to tell the whole story, and I don't know how to do that. Because right now it's too hard. It's too painful. It's too present. I only have a limited amount of time, and I don't want to make multiple videos. I haven't really been watching lately. I actually have a little bit of just guilt for not doing that, because I know people are watching my videos. I know people are commenting, and I don't always get back to you, and I'm sorry. I see them, and I appreciate them. I haven't really been doing much of anything, though. Everything has been and has gotten ignored or shoved away. I don't know if that's because I'm just trying to figure out when the world beneath me is going to stop shaking. Some of it's time, a lot of it is just not being well, and not being able to do the computer like I used to, which is another sort of loss. I used to sit every day and run infusions, and the computer never closed. I've gone for days where I haven't gotten online. I don't even want to really use Twitter or YouTube or Facebook, because answering those questions honestly, or just stating my mood, I understand that it can affect where others stand and how others perceive me and my life, and for some, I guess it comes back down to I don't want people to worry unnecessarily, or worry at all, because I don't feel like it helps me. It doesn't help them to worry. But I've watched a lot of really hard things the past couple weeks. I've traded one parent for another. Watching somebody else who cares about me be shell-shocked by just how bad things are, and knowing to myself that if they had a clue, it might crush them. I can try to be as positive as I want. I try. I do. I'm a realist at best, and my head is not the safest place for me to be. But I'm in a situation where I can't escape my own mind. If you look back at any 1940s, even textbook on syphilis, you'll see that most of them ended up as mental patients, and that's a lot of what I feel like. I identify more with people who are in solitary confinement in jails, people who survived the Holocaust or prisoner of war situations. I watch all these documentaries to try to gain insight on how they made it through to the other side, how they became a productive and successful member of society, and take your own definition for that. I have mine, and it feels like I'm failing. So we're like 6.5 minutes in. If you made it this far, then I guess you deserve to know some things. The things that I don't talk about and the things that I leave out are probably worth addressing. But understand that they're left out for a reason. It's very intentional what I share and what I don't. So Wednesday, I went to see The Wizard. I haven't been in about a year. And maybe the worst year I've ever had in my life. It may be the best year I've ever had in my life. I'm not sure yet. I didn't get to see him. I saw the PA. But sitting in the waiting room and hearing and looking at people that were as sick looking as I was a few years ago, and knowing that I'm just as sick, if not sicker, but you won't notice my limp, and you won't notice the Bell's palsy so bad, and I know things to do to keep you from being able to see how badly my hands tremble, or I know just when to exit the stage, because I'm gonna collapse. These are all learned skills, but I don't know that they in any way behoove me or my health. I feel very much like I'm back at the beginning. I don't know if it's IV antibiotics, but yeah, we're staring a PICC line again back in the face. It's not where I want to be. I took a year and didn't get a choice but to take it off because I couldn't do it anymore. And that's been a big question these days. How long can I do it for? If this is what it is, and this is the best it gets, is this a world that I really want to exist in? And I don't say this to be alarming or to scare anybody. I've been thinking and talking about this long enough with people that it's not an idle threat. It's not something you have to worry about me trying to pursue actively. And it's not something that I feel that I can do without proper notice to certain people who deserve to know. So if you're one of those people and you didn't know, and you're hearing about it now, I apologize. But getting around to everybody and talking about it is hard, and it's not me giving up. I want to make that so clear. I'm not giving up, it's selfish, and it's not a human trait to be able to have a choice when you get to exit stage left. But when you are a burden on everybody in your life more than you are a gift, it's very, very hard to want to remain here. And what's so odd is those people, they want you here anyway. And their reasons are selfish. The reasons I want to stay here are selfish. The reasons I don't want to stay here are also selfish. And notice how articulate I sound, which is odd. I don't feel that articulate typically when I make videos. I don't feel like I can explain what it's like. It's like knowing what you need and having no idea in the world what in the world could help. What in the world could even get you near what you need. It's this feeling of being useless, wasteful. Everything I set up my life to be about and for, I can't seem to find it. I can't seem to be that perfect balance between the amazing sick person who's fighting everything. And in hindsight, the only thing I really did was, and the only thing I've ever done is fight to make everybody else's life better. And I feel like that's not even something I can do now. And so maybe these videos help somebody. Maybe somebody comes across them and they realize that they're sicker than they want to admit, and they've got to fight. Maybe somebody who's having an equally bad day comes across this and doesn't feel so alone. Maybe a year from now I can look back on this moment and say that was the lowest, but it's not the end. And maybe it's just a really good way to remember me. That there was always something behind that mask you saw. I was always more human than I wanted you to realize. I was always more broken than fixed. But I sat with that, dealt with it. I tried. I fought. I wanted to look like I was fighting. So, that's it for now. I'll try to be around and make videos soon. Hopefully in better condition. No promises, except impermanence, I guess. You guys take care of yourselves and be well. Hope to see you soon.